Hi, Kim here from A New Day, A New Vision, and you're here at my Step-by-Step to Sold website. Today I want to talk to you about odors in your home when you're selling your house. This is part one of a two-part video series. In the next video we're going to talk exclusively about pet odors, but in this video we'll talk about some other household odors that we need to address. Life can stink. Pets, cooking, smoking, trash, all can derail a sale. You want the buyers to remember your home, not the odors within your home. What you'll need to do is to remove any odors you now have and to deter any odors that you may accumulate while your home is on the market. Let's talk about the most common odors and how to best address each. The first one is trash. The best way to keep ahead of trash odors is to remove the trash from the house more often. Buy a smaller trash can, one that'll fit underneath your kitchen sink. Sink trash cans should never be visible, so it'll serve two purposes having it under the sink. The smaller waste can, of course, will need to be taken out more often, but that'll keep the odor away from your home. So purchase yourself a smaller waste basket, fit underneath the sink. If you need to, put a couple drops of ammonia or a few drops of pine salt in the trash bag. It'll help the offending odors. It'll smell nice and clean under your cabinet. So at the very least, that pine salt will smell clean and overpower the trash smell. They also have trash bags now that have deodorizers in them, which is a good idea too, but I don't know if you have something that's very smelly that it's going to help enough to keep that out of the range of buyers. Next thing is smoking. Smoking presents the biggest odor issue when you sell your home. So to work on smoking that's smell-filled rooms that are already present, depending on the severity, you'll need to look at remedies to begin removing the odor. For soft surfaces that have easily absorbed the odor of smoke, you're going to need to vacuum the furniture, wash or dry the bedding, dry clean the bedding, get the carpets cleaned. All hard surfaces are going to need to be washed down. Wall, cabinets, countertops, all need to be washed with either pine salt or whatever is appropriate to wash it. If the walls are stained yellow from the smoke, they are going to need to be repainted after they've been washed. One way to help in closets is to put little cedar chips in the closet. It'll absorb the odor, and when you open the doors, instead of smelling the odor of cigarettes, you will smell the nice scent of cedar chips, and it'll smell nice and fresh. To prevent smoke from returning once you have everything all washed down and cleaned, remove all ashtrays and purchase a couple smokeless ashtrays. They have a little fan that draws the smoke in and keeps it from going into the house. They're pretty cheap and they do really help. Make sure and change all the air filters, furnace filters, air filters in your home, and open the windows as often as possible to bring in the fresh air from outside. We also need to talk about cooking odors. Think ahead what you're making for dinner. There are a number of foods that have very offensive odors. Some are mushrooms, greens, fish. Those are just a few. Try not to cook those 24 hours before any open houses, or possibly avoid them entirely in case of short notice before a showing. Think about what you're making for dinner before starting it. I always say you should avoid air fresheners and use air neutralizers instead, something like Febreze. I never recommend using candles. Most candles give off a black soot and are unsafe around pets and children and cannot be left unattended. I love a product called Scentsy. I have them in every room of my house, and I've used them in every home I've staged. I've given so many away as gifts and to new buyers, and usually they're only available at home parties. However, I have become a rep and I have put them on my website so you are able to purchase them without having to go to a home party. Every month I buy a few and they fly out the doors. Everyone loves Scentsy. And part of the reason that they love them so much is because they are a wax that melts with a light bulb. It's completely safe. It's not going to start a fire. You can leave them on when you're out for your showing as long as the realtor is going to be there. There's no flame. Sometimes with potpourri pots, the smell is very concentrated around the area that the potpourri pot is sitting in, not with Scentsy. The smell of the Scentsy seems to infiltrate the area much more general than concentrated, which is wonderful. They also have bathroom outlets. You plug them in the wall and you put the wax in it and turn on the little light and your bathroom will smell wonderful. I do recommend using the same scent throughout your house, so as buyers walk room to room, they don't have different smells jolting them. And if you use a vanilla, it's a nice clean smell and it's unobtrusive, so that's a good scent to use throughout your home. Another idea, if you wanted to put some nice warm smells in your home, is to put some cookies in the oven. Now they even have cookies that are on a sheet ready to bake. All you do is pop them in the oven. Throw the cookie sheet, which is disposable, in the garbage on your way out. Take the cookies with you or leave them for people walking through your home. Either way, that wonderful cookie aroma will linger. Also keep in mind that the longer you've lived in the house, the more you're used to the odors there. So you may not be able to even smell the odors that buyers would be very apparent to. So once a day when your home is on the market, open the windows, run the ceiling fans if you have them, allow fresh air to fill the space. Well, we're at the end of the video, the first video. Please continue on to 202 if you have pets and need some thoughts on that. I hope I've given you some useful tips here to use on common household odors, and I will see you inside the next video.